fuck's sake. I presume the cutout's finished. That's the first time it's happened this evening. Come on. Come on, Steam. Right. So, I'm actually getting an engineer, or we're getting an engineer out tomorrow to come have a look at this issue. Where, for some reason, I keep getting cut off. Like, the internet just drops out when it's being used stressfully. So, hopefully things will be sorted out tomorrow. Or at least something will be found out. I only phoned them this evening. Perhaps they don't have a lot on their plate right now. I mean, even during COVID-19, I wouldn't expect them to come out this quick. Let alone when there isn't COVID-19, you know? Alicante. I reckon I'm dead. I think those coyotes have killed me. I was wondering why they weren't attacking me. I just thought it was glitched because I was standing still. I'm probably dead though. Oh, I'm not. The fuck? Keep tabbing out. Fuck me. Oh, did somebody do it for me? Oh, that's a fucking... Alright, whatever. This way. What is this again?
We Khajiit pride ourselves on swiftness, but it is better.
All prices are fixed and all sales are fine.
Fancy yourself a champion, hmm? Well then, you need the...
Welcome. You stand amidst the circle of champions, a guild formed to test the greatest fighters of the realm in games of skill. Do you have one? Of course. Now, we may have many games available. Which challenge would you like to know about?
Team Deathmatch.
Team Deathmatch has always been popular. All that ceaseless bloodshed really gets the heart pumping. Just go into the field and attack as many players as possible. The more hits you get in, the more points your team scores. Anyone can claim a capture point, but it's a true test of skill to master domination. Seize and protect as many capture points as you can. The team with the most territory in the end wins. In this game, you must dominate your rivals or be dominated. Ever the curious one, eh? Good. Knowledge can be key to a decisive victory.
Many capture the relic, capture the flag.
Capture the relic is one of our simpler games. You must seize your enemy's relic and return it to your base, all while protecting your own relic as well. Teamwork is the key to victory in this game.
Teamwork makes the cuckold work. Okay. Tell me about Crazy King.
Ah, one of my personal favorites. Unlike our other games where you must stand fast, Crazy King gets the blood really flowing. In this game, the capture point keeps moving. Keep your feet quick and your shields up. Difficult to win when you're dead.
Ooh. Alright. Maybe I'll try that at some point. Get Brandon on here to try it. Alright, where are we? Okay, here's the first one.
I'm hearing troubling rumors about Ashen Scar. Undead, mainly. I guess I can mark visiting there off my list.
Hello, you.
You have a look about you. Some sort of quality that's...
No,
Stand on end. Will we
I know
be
what quest
seeing
that is.
throngs of undead marching out of
I
their
expected
nests?
sorrow and despair, but the situation here goes beyond even my prophetic inklings.
You sure? I mean, it looks peaceful to me.
On the surface, yes, but peace through tyranny provides false harmony. Euraxia uses fear and threats of violence to keep the Khajiit in line, making them second-class citizens in their own province. It appalls me to think Euraxia and I are related.
Okay. Who the fuck is talking over here? Oops. Wrong one. I want this one. Hey. I'm sorry, what? Did you go away, please? Cheers. Whoa. Thanks. I'd be happy to pay you all back once this is all over.
Now we deal with Bromatha too. This
You are now notorious. Okay, whatever.
Hold, Walker!
I expected.
You were caught with your hand in the moon sugar jar again, weren't you?
Fuck off.
This one always collects.
I
like
expected sorrow and despair, but the situation here, on the surface,
It
yes,
pulls me to think Euraxia
but
and I
peace
are
through
related.
tyranny
Oh, right.
provides false harmony.
Fear and threats of violence? What do you mean
It would
exactly?
be better if I showed you. Follow me, and I'll demonstrate the true depths of my half-sister's villainy. Her grip on Rimmon is far tighter than it appears. Very well.
Go
Have
on.
you ever visited a Rimmon workhouse? They treat the Khajiit workers worse than slaves. It's that building over there. For most of Rimmon's Khajiit, it's the only job available to them.
Oh dear.
The workhouse serves to snare the poor and the destitute, those who fall behind on their debts. They come here to find employment and earn a decent wage, but the costs deducted to pay for room and board leave them worse off than they were before.
The workhouse only accepts only Khajiit workers?
One of the first things Euraxia did after declaring herself queen was to institute tariffs and fines that apply only to Khajiit citizens. No one else needs the workhouse. A cruel tactic, but
Effective. This music is too loud. Also, this music is shit. Put it on the next one. There we go. One of the first things, but there's nothing Khajiit can do.
the Rimmen Khajiit? No. Any complaints incur fines for causing a public disturbance or some other inane ordinance. No one wants to risk falling even further into debt. It's ingenious. Monstrous, but ingenious.
Smart. Sounds like slavery. Nah.
Oh, Euraxia is clever. She pays the Khajiit, and the workhouse isn't technically a prison. It's to be a place that helps society's unfortunates, but underneath, it's slavery without any of the uncomfortable trappings.
Okay, let's move on. Show me more
Now,
places.
Let's visit the Rimmen marketplace.
I want to get myself a change of colour, so You
Take
do
a look
you.
around. Business seems to be thriving, but appearances can be deceiving.
Okay, let me just do something. Is that over? There's fucking over there.
It may be hard to see, but the Khajiiti merchants struggle to keep their stalls open, while the less bestial business people rake in the profits. Euraxia would have you believe it's a matter of work ethic, but we know better.
You're saying the Khajiiti merchants are treated unfairly?
Unfairly doesn't begin to cover it. Khajiiti merchants must deal with high tariffs, extra inspection fees, costly licenses. Euraxia's squeezing them for every piece of gold imaginable. She even instituted a fur tax.
What?
On the surface, it seems reasonable to make Khajiiti pay for extra inspections to ensure their fur isn't getting into the products they sell. And while they do shed, it's just another way to discriminate against the rightful citizens of this land.
The writers have actually gone into depth on this one. Okay, let's move on.
Come along. I want to show you the improvements Euraxia made to the palace wall. See the trebuchets? Notice how they're aimed into the city below.
Oh dear. What other music can we get going? 'Cause this bit is shy at the moment. Is this copyright? It's copyright. No, NCR. NCS, fuck. You're kidding me, right? Okay, let's listen to these.
See how the siege weapons sit upon the walls? When it comes right down to it, you're looking at the secret of my half-sister's success.
What do you mean, her success?
How else do you think Euraxia maintains order and keeps the elsewhere defense force at bay? She declared publicly and has repeated often that any attempt to liberate Rimmon will see her unleash the full fury of the siege weapons upon the city.
Euraxia would destroy the city?
If Euraxia can't have Rimmon, then neither can anyone else. She'd destroy the city in a heartbeat if she thought she was in danger of losing control. Of course, she tells her non-bestial subjects that only the Khajiiti districts are targeted.
Can they really target the weapons that precisely? Nope.
Absolutely not. But the lie makes her supporters feel better. The Khajiit know that even a peaceful protest could result in the destruction of Rimmon. So far, no one has dared to challenge Euraxia's will in this matter, and for good reason.
Can we just, sell her to slavery now? I think it's time we went and had a talk with Euraxia Tharn.
When we get to the palace, let me do the talking.
Fine.
As the Elder Tharn, I'll demonstrate my dominance over Euraxia and negotiate a cessation of hostilities.
Dominant Thorn. I don't want to follow him. I want to get a paint job. I'll be back in a second. Yeah, we're going the right way. That might kill me. No, it was close. Yay. Fucking black. Just all black. And I would like for that. Oh, I like this. Dead ass. We're gonna black that one. Red diamond, red diamond. Do 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 do. Red diamond, red diamond. Oh, my eyes. Something was in my eye. Put the red there. Fucking eye. Ugh. I like this. I don't see any color change. Oh, I just don't. Okay. That'll do for me. Let's go back to Tharny boy. Oh, Tharny boy. Okay, boy. Ooh, okay, boy. What are you, gay?
My wit's end.
well?
What will become of me?
I was never here. I just wanted to assault them. Where the fuck am I going? Alright. No, violence isn't the answer here. Let's go. Ooh, you coxia. Go away. I have nothing stolen. I only punched a few people.
Ah, here come Queen Euraxia's guests now.
I don't like the looks of these meddlers. I say we feed them to the dragons and be done with it.
Cadwell the Betrayer.
I know you. I saw you through the soul shriven's eyes. You were with the fool who thinks himself the shining knight of Sirad. If only he knew what a monster I was. The horrors of Cold Harbor pale before my heinous deeds.
You're Cadwell's head?
I am my own head, yes. I am the hero of Sirad and the villain of Elsewhere. The champion of the third needed massacre and the dark knight they call the Betrayer.
You aren't the Cadwell I know.
Of course not. I am the genuine article, much more real, but a disembodied soul given shape in the flesh cauldrons of oblivion. But why do you presume to talk to me? I have killed greater beings than you for much, much less.
You're the Betrayer mentioned on the gravestone.
Came to that conclusion by yourself, did you? That's what they called me. There's a certain ring to it, but I always preferred my more grandiose titles. Champion, Slayer, Dark Knight. When I am made whole, the cats will pay for what they did to me.
What the fuck?
So you're Abner Tharn's bodyguard and valet. Not what I expected. I assume you want to follow your master into the Queen's inner sanctum, huh? I'll allow it. But first, I want to gauge the measure of your marrow.
A fight already? You're one of Euraxia's
I am
necromancers?
Queen Euraxia's chief necromancer. You may call me Zumog Foom.
Ah!
The other grave callers answer to me. And this is my familiar and confidant, Sir Cadwell the Betrayer.
Is that Cadwell's head?
Ah, yes. The Betrayer saw you when it looked through the soul-shriven's eyes. The creature you know is a pale shadow of the Dark Knight that once walked these lands. I exhumed his remains and reanimated him. Well, his head, it was all I could find.
Why did you dig up Cadwell's head?
My actions don't concern you. I just wanted to meet Abner Tharn's lackey and determine if Queen Euraxia had anything to fear. The answer is quite clear. Your insignificance rivals that of the soul-shriven fool, which makes you eminently forgettable.
Okay, great. Let me in.
Now about the rest of my body, O pestilent one.
Your insults won't hasten the process, Betrayer.
But there's a terrible draft in what used to be my nether regions.
How do I walk again? me just get the controls out. Auto run, combat, targeting, camera, interaction. Isn't there a toggle walk? Oh, there it is. Oh, it is, isn't it? G? Oh, just whatever.
Presenting Abner Tharn, Grand Chancellor and Overlord of Nibene, Imperial Battle Mage of the Elder Council, and Patriarch of the Tharn Dynasty, and his bodyguard.
Ah, half-brother. Your arrival, it's so unexceptional.
Pretending to be a queen
Hush,
isn't...
Abner, you bore me. Bodyguard, you look interesting. Come talk to me.
You heard her. Good luck.
My sources indicated that my half-brother's
Ugh.
associate was somewhat taller. Oh well. Now, why in the world should I even consider negotiating with members of the losing side?
We came to warn you. The dragons consider you a puppet, and they plan to betray you.
A warning? How thoughtful. You do know that I defeated the Khajiit army and took control of the Rimmon throne? I am no one's puppet, I assure you. But why do you suppose I have anything to do with dragons?
A dragon helped the undead your necromancers unleashed on the Khajiit Defense Force. There's no need to play games with me. Mulamir admitted to your alliance when we spoke. Abner's right, you are naive enough to think you can control the rage of dragons, they'll destroy you. I want to go with the persuade one, but I don't have persuade. I kind of just want to, you know, go quick then. Where is the Mage's Guild? It's down there, okay. I'll be back. Fuck. Now I'll just have to go with the regular one.
My source? Oh, how precious. I hoped my pompous half-brother would provide an amusement, but this is even better. I have a chamber set aside in the dungeons just for you. We'll play the most interesting games, you and I, until your body gives out.
Okay. Is there really no way to teleport out of here? Goodbye. I'll come back to you. I so want to talk to her, but actually, like, you know, with... Wow, I can actually do this. Alright, whatever. How many skill points do I have? Fuck. Alright, so I can only get the persuade one.
This one knows how you suffer. Always
fuck off.
This one appreciates your good sense.
Mage's Guild. How do I get the Mage's Guild skill
If you
line?
came for craft, you must be here to...
I'm not gonna do crafting Ritz. You must be mad. Hello?
You here for crafting?
Nope.
Next time I'm in the... Welcome to our hall.
Guilds?
The fight- Excellent.
Is that it? Did I gain it? World? Armor? Alliance, racial, craft. It will be in world, wouldn't it?
Excellent. Right. Our new guildmaster is an Argonian, sees all colors. Ha!
I'm ready to join.
Then
Complete quest, great. Alright, what next? Where the f... Have I literally joined the wrong side? No, I'm gonna go to that side. Fuck me.
Yes? Oh.
Is yeah.
Fascinating. Yeah, always we're...
Again, return.
we
I'm ready to
provide
join.
excellent.
Great. How much longer until I reach the next level? Not good. Okay, I'm gonna go to...
Has come to lead us. Bright moons, Walker. Come.
Ribbon, and let's go to... Fuck. Public dungeon, delve. Okay, that one. Delve. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's go there. That shouldn't be too hard. Just grab those quick 3. Then we can get the persuade and intimidate ones. Right. Yeet. Hello, Shadowfen. Long time no play. Let me get past. Alright. And this one is where? Oh, it's not in here. Must be on top. Up here. Yeah, boy. Get me through, mates. Walk through. How the fuck do I get up there? Oh. Okay, down here, up here, and across, and grab. Where's the next one? The next one, just go through a delve real quick, we can go up there, I'm gonna go up there. Okay, we're almost there. Quite close. So it's up there. This is where a boss is, isn't it? Alright, great. And one more. Oh.
What is it?
Shut up. Excuse me. Fuck you. I want to use my bear.
A visitor?
Go
To
away.
the prison? How unusual.
What the fuck is happening here?
What is it?
Delve, delve. Regular. Okay. Ooh, Wamasu. Big ol' Wamasu. Another big ol' Wamasu. What skills I have? I'll probably do something. Let's check what's over here. Bitterroot Cave. Oh, this is the big Wamasu, isn't it? That helps me. Did it just die then? Yeah, it did. Okay. I'm now disreputable. Alright. Come on. Oh, it's here. Yes, this makes total sense. Right, now we've got both. Let's go to the guild, let's go here, in here. Intimidating presence, persuasive will. Great. Okay. Now that we've done that, let's go to the next bit. Oh. The more stamina that you have on this on a horse, it seems at the moment, the longer it takes to regen all your stamina. Or perhaps not, considering I just did that and all of a sudden my stamina for my horse just bumped up. Yeah, it's all done. Now, I would have preferred that, to be honest. The more stamina you have, the more stamina you have to, you know, that would have made more sense. Strosmuk. Okay. Let's go back to elsewhere. Let's go to rim job. Thank God I don't have to put skill points into crafting. I started out playing here, so that was a major annoyance. Okay, where am I going? Alright, straight on. Much better if I had a bit more speed so I can outrun these guards. Hello there, Uraxi. Hello, Uranus. I needed to gain the courage to be persuasive and intimidating.
Presenting Abner Thorn, Grand Chancellor and Overlord of Nibene, Imperial Battle Mage of the Elder Council, and Patriarch of the Tharn Dynasty, and his bodyguard.
Ah, half-brother. Your arrival, it's so unexceptional.
Pretending to be a queen isn't-
Hush, Abner, you bore me. Bodyguard, you look interesting. Come talk to me.
You heard her. Good luck.
My sources indicated that my half...
Yep.
A warning.
There's no need to
How
play games with
thoughtful.
me. Willemir
You do know
admitted
that I
to
defeated
your alliance
the
when we
Khajiit
spoke.
army. Sweet talk? From an associate of my half-brother? I'm flattered. Shall we retire to the dungeons? We'll engage in the most interesting activities, you and I. You'll positively beg for mercy right up until the end, and then I'll give you to Foom.
We expected you to break your word, but I'll break more than that. You really are just a... Ooh.
You dare threaten me? Insult me? I will see you drawn and quartered for your insolence. Mulamnir and I have an understanding. The dragons will secure my hold over elsewhere, and there's nothing you or my pathetic half-brother can do to stop them.
Tharn isn't pathetic. Oh, you can't win. We will free Rimmon and drive you out of elsewhere. Think about it, you're doing exactly what Mulamnir wants you to do. I'm not going to stop you, Uspar, I'm going to kill you.
Enough! Zumog Foom, what news do you bring?
The Desert Wind Adaptorium has fallen. We move against Riverhold on your word.
Then the word is given. Now, half-brother.
Treachery? How could I ever have anticipated this?
Guards, take them to the dungeons.
I think not.
Oh, alright. I don't know what you just did, but alright, great. Hang on, is my microphone fucking up again? Nope, okay, good.
Well, I suppose that could have gone better.
Where are we and how did we get here?
I prepared for Euraxia's probable betrayal. Unfortunately, my teleport spell wasn't quite able to penetrate the palace wards, so we wound up down here, in the palace sewer.
Did you hear what Raxia said to Zumogfun?
We heard two things of note. First, Euraxian forces have invaded the Desert Wind Adaptorium for some insidious purpose. And second, my vile half-sister ordered an attack on Riverhold.
We need to warn Gareshri.
One thing at a time, my companion, one thing at a time. I need to recover my strength after teleporting us into this skeever hole. I'll need your help to get out of here. Then we can deal with both Desert Wind and Riverhold.
Alright, stay close. You fucking old man. Where are we anyway? Okay, fine. Interesting place. Okay, that's good. We didn't even need to go that way, so that was wasted effort. Oh great. I like that name. Zumog. That's not quite right, is it? Zumog Fum. Plume. Where are we going?
Restrain the traitor!
Traitors? Excuse me. When people walk the other way and you're like, are you part of this? What's down here?
I recommend vigilance. Old sewers attract all sorts of vermin, plus it won't be long before Euraxian soldiers come looking for us. All I can offer at this moment is advice. So avoid what you can, dispatch what you can't, and watch where you step.
Ooh. There's a yeet down here.
Like rats in the sewer, just as the Queen anticipated.
Yeah, you didn't anticipate this. Let's get you out of here.
The way out, finally. I can't abide another moment in this stench.
Ugh.
Well, that's an experience I won't be adding to my memoirs. We'll separate here. Make it harder for Euraxia's lackeys to follow us.
We failed. The parley was a disaster.
Now. Things actually turned out better than I expected. We know that Euraxia wants something from the Desert Wind Adaptorium, and we know she's about to launch a counter-strike against Riverhold.
There's no way I can be in two places at the same time.
That's not exactly true. If my power wasn't depleted, well, let's not digress. I'll go to Riverhold and warn Garishri. We'll make sure the city is ready for the attack.
Meanwhile, yeah.
You find out what's happening at the Desert Wind Adaptorium.
I've been to the Desert Wind Adaptorium. What else can you tell me? What else can you tell me about it?
Adaptoriums serve the same function as monasteries in other parts of Tamriel. Desert Wind and its adepts are dedicated to the Jean Kaj, literally the Order of the Desert Wind. Note that it has numerous entrances in case the main door is blocked.
Alright, I'll try to go there. With 47 bounty. That's it? Alright, let's go there. Just gonna go there. Ooh. You know what? Fuck it. Go to the Adaptorium. I know I said about, you know, let's do every quest that we come across, but it's not possible.
Seal the gates. Let no Euraxian enter this holy place.
What are these? These dead Euraxians. Ha ha ha. Desert Wind Caverns. I really wanted a beer. I hate the fact that I got refused entry. Entry? That's not the right word. I hate the fact that I got refused to be able to buy beer. It's really annoying. Really wanted some fucking... I really wanted some beer today. Where do I want to go? Not that way. Works out for me. Alright. Go around that way. And this way. I'm gonna go find a world boss to beat the shit out of him in a minute. Destruction stuff. This way.
Invaders! This one will not allow you to enter this holy place. You do not look like one of the Usurper Queen's soldiers. Who are you? And what are you doing down here?
I work with Riri. I heard about the attack on the Adaptorium and came to help.
The Speaker of the Main sent you? This one expected we were on our own, what with the dragons and the battles to the north. Zamorak came down here to seal this path, but now he thinks the Uraxians seek the Grand Adept.
Why do Uraxian soldiers want with Grand Adept?
Desert Wind holds many Khajiit secrets, and the keeper of those secrets is the Grand Adept. If you truly want to help, follow Zamorak to the Grand...
Right. Fucking amazing.
Nine Winds, no! Get to the door! Go! Save the Grand Adept!
I was almost through that
Go.
door.
This one will find another way inside.
Hello there.
You are too late. The Grand Adept revealed all before him. You are no match for my power. None can deny Euraxia or her champion. No, please, no!
Can you fuck off? Seriously? I want to fight my own battles.
Help me! Don't let Zumog Foom take my soul!
Zumog Foom? What's happening to you?
Zumog Foom! This is the Necromancer's doing. Even in death, I continue to serve.
Why would Zumog Foom do this to you?
He called it a blessing. Said it would protect me. Damn him! He claimed my soul! Please, you must help me. Release me from this curse!
Tell me what you came here for and I'll set you free.
We came for an ancient secret, protected by the Grand Adept. She put up a good fight, I'll give her that. Zumog Foom seeks the location of the betrayer's body parts. I learned where the dismembered corpse was hidden. Now, please, help me!
Alright, try to set you free.
You are wrong. The secret belongs to me. What the battle mage knew in life, she whispers to me in death. Soon Riverhold will fall, and the betrayer will be restored.
Let the fourth wind open the way. Grand Adept! No! Zamorak has failed. This one was too slow. Again. What has happened here? Who killed the Grand Adept?
One of Euraxia's battle mages. I killed her, but it was too late to save the Grand Adept.
Zamorak thanks you for avenging the Grand Adept. But why did they attack this peaceful Adeptorium? Why kill a harmless old student of the Desert Winds?
Is it as you suspected? They sought one of the Grand Adept's secrets. Unfortunately, they succeeded.
The usurper queen made a mistake when she had the Grand Adept killed. Whatever they came to find had an unintended consequence. It has roused the students of the Desert Winds. Zamorak pledges the adepts to Gareshri's cause. Euraxia will fall.
Then take the Adepts to Riverhold. That's where Euraxia plans to strike next.
We are not many, but we are strong. The adepts of the Desert Wind will aid the city. Zamorak will see you there, after he makes sure the Grand Adept receives the proper blessings.
Can I do forward / spray? Yeah. Now where are we? What are you doing?
It better not be another bother. What do you want?
What are you doing? More like.
Hello.
Hell. Okay, that was annoying. The bone pit. Let's go up there. I want to try out what I've got now.
Join my gallery!
What the fuck? No, I'm just going over here. That was stupid, that was. Really into hard combat, you know? But I'm not into one-hit kills. Not when it's not obvious.
You wretches, we will render your soul asunder.
Lyra give me strength.
Come on. Too slow. Come on. I'm constantly trying to tap the fucking button for yonks. Good. Right, now that's done. Let's go back to the fucking place. That's the problem with, like, with this. You have to spam abilities to get them to work. Because of the stupid mega server. Where am I going? Oh yeah. Because I have to spam them, it also makes my fucking wrist hurt. Ooh. Oh.
I informed Garesh Ree and Chimera about what happened in Rimmon. They're mobilizing our remaining forces even as we speak. Now tell me, what did you learn at the Desert Wind Adeptorium?
Your Axians were sent to get information for Zulog Foom. He wants to recover the betrayer's body.
Well, that's a bit of welcome.
Fuck's sake.
I often wondered who Cadwell was before he became a soul shriven. I informed Garesh Ree and Chimera. I often wondered who Cadwell was before he became a soul shriven. I know the tales of the betrayer, but I never equated the two. The Cadwell we know is so not that. We'll deal with Zumog Foom after we save Riverhold. Anything else to report?
The surviving Desert Wind Adepts are coming to help the city.
Well, that's a bit of welcome news. Many of the adepts have remarkable martial skills that we could surely make use of. Speaking of which, are you ready to help defend the city?
What do you need me to do?
For now, recover your strength and prepare yourself. Euraxia's forces will arrive soon, and we'll need you ready for the battle to come. And here, take this. Garesh Ree keeps handing me pouches, but I have little use for Khajiiti gold. Multiple Cadwells, necromancers, dragons, and now Euraxian soldiers marching on Riverhold. This day just keeps getting better and better. Regardless, there's much to do and not a lot of time to do it.
At least I made it back before Euraxia's soldiers started their attack.
Yes, but Garish Rhee's scouts report that they're on their way. Our parley seems to have aroused Euraxia's anger. What remains of Elsewhere's militia has taken up positions around town, but I fear they are too few in number. They need your help.
What do you want me to do?
Garish Rhee has placed the defense of the city in Chimera's hands. She moves the Desert Wind adepts, every volunteer she could muster, and what remains of the militia like pieces on a game board. Report to her. Find Chimera outside.
Yep, find her outside. Alright, great. Give me something hard to do. Oh. I'll talk to Garish Rhee.
I sent Chimera out to coordinate the city's defenses while Tharn and I continue to refine our strategy. Can we hold this city, or should we fall back? I hope the battle mage can pull a miracle out of his ear, but we cannot count on that.
Why did you put Chimera in charge of the city's defenses?
Chimera knows Riverhold and its people well. Her training has prepared her for this. She is more than capable of organizing our defenses and converting our strategies into actionable tactics. She is very good at getting things done.
You really think Euraxia will attack the city?
When Euraxia first conquered our home, she occupied the entire upper tier of northern Elsewhere, from Riverhold to Riemann. It took many years and much blood to retake the northwest and confine her to Riemann. I have no doubt she will attack.
Can you actually hold out against Euraxia's forces?
It won't be easy, but our strategy is sound and Chimera excels at executing tactics. Between Captain Nalado's remaining warriors and the Desert Wind adepts you brought, we should have the forces we need. Provided Euraxia does not send a dragon.
She's gonna send a dragon. You know full well she's gonna send a fucking dragon. I have 17 bounty left from hitting someone over the head with a stick.
We need your cart to help barricade the city, Grishka. The main will compensate you for any damage.
Sorry about your cart.
I knew nothing good would come of Abner Tarn's efforts to make peace with the usurper queen. Now she turns her attention to Riverhold. We must protect the city, no matter what Euraxia throws at us.
Tharn said to report to you for my orders.
So many have answered the call. Zamorak and the Desert Wind adepts, the people of Riverhold. Even that strange Cadwell. And now you, Fiveclaw. Excellent! I have things that need to be done, but not enough hands to do them. If you are willing,
tell me what to do.
The outlying farms are vulnerable to attack. We need to get the farmers inside the walls before Euraxia's forces arrive. Go to Greenleaf Farm and convince Zazie to move her family.
After
that, I will send word as to what I need you to do next.
Alright, let's go.
Wait, Walker. Zamorak will accompany you. This one would go with you to the Greenleaf Farm. The farmers there were kind when Zamorak passed that way on his return. He would help you convince them to find safety inside the town.
Where were you returning from?
Exile. Circumstances forced Zamorak to leave the land he loves. This one never imagined returning to Elsewhere, but here he is. Zamorak will help, though he prefers to utilize his healing skills over his martial abilities.
I've seen what you can do. We might need your strength before all of this is over.
Zamorak understands, but that may be easier said than done. The last time this one used his martial skills, well, things did not go well. We can discuss this more later.
Alright, great. Where are we going?
The fastest way to reach the farm is through the gate in the western wall.
I hope you can run.
Oh, this spring attack. Then put bar salt in the tiny little nook. Sunlight, flowers, fresh air. How do you people tolerate this dreadful place? There's no azure plasm, no comfy sounds of torment. There's not even a hint of the sweet scent of oblivion. Alas, I miss the simple pleasures of Cold Harbor.
Fucking water. Up here. Oh shit.
Uraxians, here! We expected an attack from the east and south, but they've somehow encircled the town.
Come on, fucking respond. Any others? So many. I'm spamming buttons, but nothing's coming out sometimes. Poor ping of this game.
Get up! Who are you to burst into our... Who are you to burst into our home without permission? Wait, this one recognizes the brawny adept standing behind you. What do you want with Zazie and her family?
Zamorak and I came to warn you. The Uraxians are about to attack. You need to get into the town.
The Uraxians are already here! They seem to be searching for something. Though so far, they have left us alone. But this one's mate and brother, Kinaro and Hirsch, they are still in the fields. And we will not run.
We will go look.
You would do that? Thank you, Walker. Kinaro would try to hide, but my brother, Hirsch, can be hot-headed.
Well, your brother's going to be killed.
He hates the Uraxians. A lethal combination when faced with Uraxian steel. Please,
stay safe.
This one's son plans to join the militia. A few small caves lie to the west, in the hills. We use them for storage as they stay cool and...
Okay, thanks.
I should...
Shut up. See, this is the problem, right? I'm pressing skills, but they're not activating. Because fucking game's ping. It's like to... okay, I'll do that. Okay, I'll do that. Okay, I'll do that. It's so fucking pitiful.
Stay back!
That's Hirsch, isn't it? Kirano, Hirsch.
Go away! Haven't you done enough?
I'm not one of the Uraxia's soldiers. Zazie sent me to find you.
Zazie? Is she safe? Thank John and Jode. Dark moons, what a disaster. The soldiers appeared and chased us out of the fields. Then they started digging. Hirsch threw a rock. They responded with an arrow. Now, I heard one of the soldiers mention body parts. Such gruesome work. But no one is buried in our fields, at least as far as I know. Oh, Walker, I have no idea how Zazie will react to the news of Hirsch's death. Dark moons indeed.
First things first, return to your farmhouse and gather your family, then get inside the town.
This one will say the words to guide Hirsch to the sands behind the stars.
Thank you, Adept. I'll go and break this sad news to Zazie.
Yeah, how did I guess that the other guy would be dead? You do that. Actually, no, I should... Are you okay here?
Go, Walker. Convince Zazie to take her family and flee. Zamarak will find you later, after he completes the rite.
You want me to leave you alone
a defenseless farmer. He will say the words to guide Hirsch to the sands behind the stars. It is the least this one can do.
You want to blame for his
Zamarak
death?
wishes that were so. But if wishes were moon sugar, we would be buried under a mountain of sweetness. If this one had not failed a long time ago, none of this would be happening. Now Zamarak must perform this rite.
Okay. You do you. Yeah, I'm upstanding. I'm glad that me throwing a stick at someone didn't fucking keep me around for long.
Set it ablaze!
Come on. God, that was so slow. Zazie, your son's dead. Get out of this house now.
We all grieve for
This
Hirsch.
one's brother now walks the endless sands behind the stars. Zazie's sorrow is only eclipsed by the hatred she feels towards the Araxians.
You can grieve later. Right now you have to take your family and get inside the town.
This one's brother would want us to stay here and defend our farm. Zazie would be a poor sister and a poorer matriarch of this family if she tucked her tail between her legs and slunk away.
Your Axian forces are outside. You'll all die here just like your brother.
But... Damn you, Walker! We can't even spare a moment to take care of Hirsch's remains? No. The living are more important than the dead. We will go into the city. However, if this one gets killed anyway, she promises to haunt you.
Zamarak promised to take care of Hirsch. You just be careful and stay safe.
Ah, Five Claw. Good. I have another task for you.
You said that you send word, not walk up to me.
I hoped to catch you before you were done here. I need you to head west. Nalado's scouts identified a number of Euraxian supply camps set up near the mountains. I want you to help Nalado and her soldiers disrupt the Euraxian supply lines.
Alright, what do you need me to do?
These western camps support the soldiers that encircle the city. Find the camps, startle their horses, and set fire to their wagons. Nalado's soldiers will grab whatever supplies they can, but your goal is to inflict mayhem and destruction.
Mayhem and destruction, I can do that.
Once you scare off the horses and set fire to the wagons, that will be the signal for Nalado's soldiers to grab the supplies. And if any of the Euraxians complain, feel free to deal with them however you see fit.
Oh, I will. I think the soldiers are also looking for the body parts of Zulog Foom, the body parts Zulog Foom seeks.
Zumog Foom! He wants to resurrect the betrayer from the ancient tales of Kunzari. Ever since Abner Tharn made the Moon Singers recall those legends, we have been haunted by them. But that is the next problem. Do some damage, Five Claw.
Will do. Will do.
You were right, Five
Three Claw.
They are searching.
Why are there camps anyway? Hello there. Oh, what are you doing here?
Ah, 5 o'clock, just in time. Chimera told you what to do. Mayhem. Such a beautiful word, especially when applied to dung-covered Euraxians. This one will keep the volunteers safe while you cause an uproar in the camp.
Why not simply deal with the soldiers and be done with it?
You did hear what Nalado said, yes? About the volunteers? Our militia consists of a few trained troops, plus many well-intentioned civilians who do not know a sword from a scissor. Guess which ones accompanied Nalado on this mission?
You did hear what Nalado said, yes? About volunteers. Our militia consists of a few trained troops, plus many well-intentioned civilians who do not know a sword from a scissor. Guess which one accompanies Nalado on this mission? Okay, well I've killed them. Fucking... Yeah, fuck off. Alright. Any others that wanna fucking come out of the woodwork and be like, yo, boy, I will bend you over and take Uranus. What's down here? I don't know what's through there, but that's interesting. Water in this game is so weird. Okay. Oh, they're back. Ryan's in here. Alright, let's unmute and see what fucking... No, actually, let's kill these guys first. Okay, 3, 2, 1. The fuck's going on in here?
No, your fucking business.
Fuck
EAE.
EAE. EA.
The fuck is that?
Slimy mess and another slimy mess.
Oh, sounds great.
A giant fish that sleeps in mud and a giant dinosaur that also sleeps in mud.
Squish that cat. All you need to know is to squish that cat. And you just gently squish them. That's not comfortable for the cat, or that safe, to be honest with you. You just throw a towel on the cat, you can squish her with a towel. What you do is scoop her up, a little football carry, just like that. Butt in your hand, and just squish her tight to your body. Just squish them really tight to your body. You don't have to worry about hurting a cat, you know, just squish them against your bodies. And there we go, we just made friends with this wonderful little cat. Look at that face. Look at that face. Squishing is your best friend when you're dealing with a cat. You basically just lean forward, squish them nice and tight, And again, I'm just squishing them into myself. We always squish that cat.
Quickly, take as much as you can carry.
Sounds like a fucking monster out of God.
Well done, 5 Claw.
Just squish it into your
Let's
body.
talk over there.
In the bushes? How nice.
Oh, I found the muddy fish. I'm gonna fucking suplex it.
If those dungheads had proper tails, what we did to their supply camps would put a kink in them. One more small task,
Be great for
5
charging
Claw,
up my
if
blade.
you are willing. This one would have you help the strange one named Cadwell.
What's Cadwell doing that requires my help?
Cadwell was adamant about helping our cause. He's been tinkering with bits and scraps, claims he's made traps to slow down the Iraxians. If you would, help the strange one set his traps where the Iraxians are sure to spring them.
Hey, Brannon, have you done the main storyline any further than what you told me the other day?
Nah, don't worry about it. I'll do it in my own time.
I know, but something that may... I don't know. Do you want spoilers?
I don't mind.
Alright. The main quest line has juicy bits on Cadwell.
Ooh.
That's all I'm going to say. Alright. Cadwell was adamant about helping our cause. He's been tinkering with bits and scraps. Right, okay. Where can I find Cadwell?
Cadwell works along the main road that heads south out of Riverhold. Make sure he doesn't blow himself to bits, yes? Now, Nalado must return to the city before the Iraxians arrive in force. This one wants to be there when the battle truly begins.
I'll go help Cadwell.
So good to see you again. I missed you terribly. Now, mind where you step. I had no idea I could make such delightful murder toys. I don't want to stick a toe into any of them, though. Threw my little piggy right off.
Oh dear. Wait, you didn't know you could make traps?
I can play a lute. Magnificent swordplay, my speciality. Can even make a delicious Daedra heart flambe. But these doodads that go kaboom just popped into my head while thinking about how to help the catfolk. I quite like the catfolk.
Do you like your new toy? All right.
It's a shame that our dog isn't as vocal as that.
Alright, so you just
Oh,
figured
do you
out
want to see someone? It's disgusting, bro. You can't.
I'm up for disgusting.
What's the video I'm gonna put in general? It's like what? What the actual hell? Hold up. Not yet.
Alright, tell me when.
Is Toby gonna watch it? It's not.
Yeah.
It's nothing offensive.
Alright, give me a second.
Quickly, I'm being molested by a bar off right here.
Oh, that
Doesn't
sounds like a
make
you
content.
problem.
It'll be a you problem in a minute.
Watch it.
Alright. 3, 2, 1, go.
What the hell?
I've seen this.
It just goes on fucking ever.
It's just a cat just. Poor cat is subject. at that.
What the hell? What the hell?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Time to punish
I'll
the
do.
bar.
Thank you.
What the hell?
Oh dear.
Well, you're already running away? I only gave you a love tap. Get back here.
You like that video, Toby?
That's good. I thought it was going to be like proper pus or something.
No, he's not.
I have plenty of videos of that on my phone. I just don't know where my phone is.
You have just really weird shit on your phone in general, Toby.
Well, I used to, but now I have even weirder shit. I have a different amount of weird on my phone.
I'll just keep posting more videos in there.
I can't even find my phone. Oh. Maybe it's in here.
You might like that one as well, Brandon.
Oh, it's a fat seal.
There's another one.
Why don't you cut off this thing's tail?
You see the one I just posted, not the fat seal, the other one.
Wait just a moment.
Okay. Let's see.
The way seals move is funny.
Yes. Get fucking wrecked, son. How to make a necklace out of your corpse.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, that's the first one.
Why is it that whenever Molly wants me, she's there, but whenever I want her, she's like fast asleep somewhere?
Yeah, it always seems like whenever you try to contact Molly, she's either in a coma or some shit. Oh! I fucking love this video.
Why is it when you want to contact me?
Every time I was just
What are you watching?
Yeah, I've linked it, Toby.
What is it? The recent one?
The most recent one is the lizard.
We're gonna give Bardio his first hornworms.
Oh no!
Most stupid video there is.
Oh, I feel bad. We can't tell which side is his ass and which side is his. What is coming out of his? Is that poop? Oh, dude. Okay, I think he's taking a shit. I think he. He found the ass. This isn't how this video is supposed to go. What if they like squeal when they're bit? I hope I don't want them to squeal. There are little babies in here. What's that? What if he just makes friends with it? Oh! Yo, he's straight up Animal Planet. Shut up, he's trying to kill it, man.
It's so dumb.
Stop laughing, this is really dramatic. Mario, it's not a paintbrush, buddy. What is he doing? Eat it. Once you look back at all the cute worms in that container, you know that this is your fate. Just eat it, Bardiel. Is it dead yet, you fucking idiot? I don't want to do this anymore. Alright, it's been 5 minutes and he's still just painting. He's not a very good painter, though. Oh. Did you realize it's food? Oh, there you go. Nope. How was that?
That bit at the end. How was that? Oh!
I just love the comment where he goes, I just look back at the pot of these little worms and know that this is their fate.
I just had the weirdest conversation with Molly. Why is it that when you want to contact me, I'm working, and when I'm trying to contact you, you're in a coma or playing Animal Crossing? And she's like, sorry, I was watching TV, hang on, I'll call you back. And I said, you better, I can't find my phone.
Ah, fuck, I need to kill another Rathian, don't I?
I can't find it.
What about my jack? Oh, it's good to have a bone.
For fuck's sake, 1 second.
It's to charge blade, isn't good at a bone. Yeah, get past the animation. I want to play it with bone sword. Upgrade. Bone. Yeah.
Oh, found it. Alright.
Make a Jaggrass one.
Found it.
I'll probably not use it.
Right.
Oh, an armor. What armor can I make now? Can I make anything better? No, I can't. That's a shame.
Right. What was I looking for? AS.
Looking for AS?
Yeah.
I came looking for Bookie.
Let's see. Videos. Albums, photos, memories, play. Is this one?
I'm about to go fight Tiny Jaggrass. I hope I am. That'd be dope. Oh my god, that thing's fucking massive.
Where is it?
A fucking greatest Jaggrass.
Hey, I found one. I don't know where the sheep one is. Brandon, what is this Discord called again? Oh yeah, the big gay.
The big gay.
Gendiario.
Oh, that was an overwhelming disappointment.
Hopefully
All
that
that size.
isn't too big.
What are you trying to do?
Upload something?
To the big gay?
Yeah.
Scandalous.
I wonder if it'll let me though. I don't want your call now. I'm streaming you, asshat.
Who likes ass and a hat?
I like ass and hate.
I want a coffee.
Oh yeah, it's posted. There we go.
Oh, I'd love a coffee as well, actually.
Guys, are you ready? Are you ready for this one?
Give me a moment. I'm killing lizards, I guess.
Anybody watching the stream with a strange disposition, you're gonna watch some gore in a few seconds. Don't worry, it's not bad.
Alright. Tell me when.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, play.
Ugh. Disgusting.
It's just the thing out there, he's just oh.
That's gross, man.
Read the chat. Right. Oh dear, right, fine. We'll get back to the stream in a second. I don't know why it's doing that. Right, okay. Alright, what am I doing? Yes. Cadwell. No, I can't see fucking... I'm just gonna have to do that. You go over here, you go over here. Here. Right. Now I can see shit. I can play a lute, so you just figured out you can make tracks by thinking about it.
Wouldn't that be remarkable? Decide you need to know something, and it just occurs to you in a flash of inspiration. Chocolate souffle. No, it didn't work. More likely, it's something I knew before they chopped my head off and scrambled my memories.
That's how you originally died, right?
Took it right off the old body, yes. Not that I recall details. Probably better that way. Anywho, you can help me arm the last few traps along the road. Just twiddle the spring and tweak the fiddly bits carefully. Watch. I'll show you.
Alarm the traps along the road.
To arm a trap, just twiddle this bit like so, and... Oh dear. I'm fine. I twiddled when I should have tweaked, just a wee bit scorched, that's all.
Oh, Cadwell.
Oh my, it's happening again. Well, that's an evil-looking orc. A necromancer, I do believe. I recognize that tree. They're on their way to Riverhold. That's not good. Not good at all. I have enough trouble seeing through my own eyes, let alone someone else's. I hope this doesn't become a regular occurrence.
You had another one of your dream visions? What did you see?
The Betrayer's Head. I'm not sure why we're connected or why it insists on showing me the most disturbing images. I saw an orc necromancer, dreadful chap. He's coming to Riverhold and he's bringing his nasty undead chums with him.
The necromancer is Zumog Foom, and the betrayer's head, that's you, Cadwell.
Rubbish and poppycock, that makes no sense. What's it? Wait, I remember something. The betrayer. Those loon priests called me that right before they... Well, we need to warn the cat people. The necromancer is coming and he's bringing undead.
Let's go back to Riverhold.
Riverhold with cats so bold. I'll see you there if truth be told.
Did what? Alright, come on Cadwell, let's stop messing about.
Over here, 5 Claw. Let us talk.
Oh, hello
They're
there.
definitely on their way, Chimera. Euraxians with perfectly aligned teeth.
We must get inside and prepare to defend the town. Euraxia's forces are on their way.
Cadwell had another vision. He saw the necromancer Zumog Foom approaching Riverhold.
More undead. Just like at the defense force outpost. Regular troops are bad enough, but shambling corpses. They unsettle even the most seasoned Khajiiti warrior. We need to warn Gareshri.
Okay. Let's have a moment where we don't have this music playing, shall we? Even though it's non-copyright sounds. I just want to listen to some nice music for a few minutes. Some more calming music. Yeah, there we go. Right.
We must get inside and prepare to defend.
Cadwell had another video.
More undead. Just like at the defense force.
Are the town's defenses ready for this attack?
Almost. I wish we had another day and another pride of warriors, but our claws are sharp. Finish your business, then tell me when you are ready. We will enter the town, clear the streets, and set the final...
I'm ready. Just take a bit of sip. Ready. Vlogging, ooh! Vlogging, ooh! Alright. You meet allies.
Speaker, we have news!
Oh.
Report, Camira.
The Euraxians have necromancers in their ranks.
The usurper queen dare send undead against us. 5 Claw, find Captain Naledo and warn her.
Alright. Why are the people dead already? Oh!
Strike hard! Drive back the Euraxians! 5 Claw, did the speaker send orders?
Riverhold belongs to Queen Euraxia Cats.
Grave-robbing cur!
Every death is just a new recruit for Euraxia's army.
Right.
This one hates killing the same fools again and again. This one must warn the others.
The necromancer's spell will animate every corpse in town. But this one has an idea. Meet Zamarak at the temple, and maybe we can disrupt the spell.
Right. Oh, come on. Read the chat! I said because I lost my phone! Right. Why can't you see the chat? I mean your Facebook chat. I literally said, right, your phone's being... You said, I'm trying to start my computer, hang on, it's being a pain in the arse today. Right now it's not letting me log on, I'm restarting it. You called back, you said, oi, and I said, I'm streaming, you asshat. And then you said, why did you call me? My computer's... Wait, fuck. There we go. I said, why is it you... When you want to contact me, I'm working, and when I'm trying to contact you, you're in a coma or playing Animal Crossing. And then you said, I'm watching TV, hang on, I'll call you back. And I said, please, I can't find my phone. Why can't you see the past chat? What? In Facebook saves its chat? I don't have access to all of the past chat. What? I'm looking at Thursday now. I didn't say that. Oh my god. Facebook chat. I spoke to you on Facebook chat. Alright? Facebook. I don't get what's wrong. I said to you, call me. I said to you, call me on the Facebook chat. And now you're saying you don't have access to the Facebook chat.
Riverhold's blessed moon pillars. They can cleanse the necromantic curse. This one must be at peace to memorize the inscription.
Right, okay, fine.
They spilled blood in this sacred place. Keep the undead away, Walker.
Yep. Where is it? Yes, I did. I said it on chat.
Now, Zamarak and the prayer are one. Come, let us find the blessed pillar of the spring moon.
You're an idiot. Stinky. 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 Stinky.
As long as the necromantic spell remains in place, the dead will keep rising.
Stinky. Activate blessed pillar. Alright, great. What do I do now? Oh, you do it.
Deal with the undead while Zamarak recites the prayer. Vakri Dashin.
Sorry, you got vomited on a bit. Why does that one know how to use that?
The moon has sanctified the ground. Let us proceed to the summer moon.
Okay, whatever you say, dude. Whatever you say. Stinky. Shut up.
Deal with the undead while this one activates the pillar of the summer moon. Valkyrie, Yashin.
Oh dear.
One more. The pillar of the winter moon, near Kahajab Hall.
What about the autumn moon? Huh? Or did I miss that bit? I thought you said you aren't good at fighting. Who's that? Oh. Oops, that's a bush. Okay, what now? Oh.
The moon pillars are activated. Riverhold is sanctified.
It's working. The dead are dead again. Wait. Something is coming.
Oh, rip.
Dark moons! Dragons!
We can't
Oh, well.
fight dragons!
This one will order the retreat.
Such pathetic creatures. Flee before call granted, you insignificant
Oh,
mortal.
there's more than one.
No. Riverhold belongs to the Khajiit.
Chimera, consider your next words very carefully.
Now I'll speak the words my people need to hear. We are Khajiit. We are the children of Alkosh, the daughters and sons of Joan and Jode. We do not run, even from dragons.
Follow done. Prove your worth. Destroy these paltry insects.
Stand with me, people of Anequina, for I am Kamira, daughter of King Hemakar. I am your queen. Now, Five Claw! Use the ballista and drive the dragon to the ground!
What am I? Extow your... Where the fuck is the dragon? The fuck am I doing? I don't see anything. Ground the dragon. I don't see a fucking oh, it's over there. Oh, well, rip.
Well done! Now finish this!
Bull. Alright.
We have shown that the Khajiit will not run, not even from a dragon.
All hail Chimera, daughter of King Hemakar and Queen Numara.
Soon, Rimmon and all of Anequina will once again belong to us. The reign of the usurper queen nears its end. On this, I give you my word as the heir of Anequina, the daughter of King Hemakar, and the true queen of Rimmon.
We have plans to make. War Council, with me.
The speaker is correct. There's still work to do. Let's convene in Kahajab Hall. You killed a dragon. Impressive, but don't let it go to your head. It was just one, and not even that large of a specimen. Plus, of course, no one will remember your feat. They're all going to be talking about the return of their queen.
Why didn't you help me against the dragon? Pussy.
I had every faith in your ability to handle the situation. There was no need to intervene and tarnish your moment of glory. Besides, my considerable strategic skills serve the Khajiit cause better than my battle magic. I leave the mayhem to you.
Did you know that Chimera is the rightful heir to the Rimmon throne?
Honestly, I had no idea. Chimera's rousing words were all well and good, but it will take more than inspiring speeches and old siege weapons to take down my half-sister.
So, did you and Gareshri come up with a plan on how to deal with Euraxia?
Based on recent events, only one course of action makes sense. We must strike at Rimmon and remove my half-sister from the throne before she rallies her forces. First, however, take this. Compensation for stopping the undead and killing a dragon.
Not enough.
My half-sister continues to be an embarrassment to our family name. The time has come to deal with Euraxia. Permanently.
Oh, permanently. Do you want us to kill your own sister?
Half-sister. And yes, if it comes to that. Euraxia conquered Rimmon without authorization. She oppressed the Khajiit, unleashed hordes of undead, and made a deal with the dragons. If we don't depose her, I hate to imagine what she'll do next.
Do we have forces to make a direct assault on Rimmon Palace? Alright. Half-sister, do we have the forces to make a direct assault on Rimmon Palace?
Who said anything about a direct assault? Subterfuge is called for. I suggest a small group slip into the palace, locate Euraxia, and remove her from the throne by any means necessary.
Talk to Gareshri.
Talk to Gareshri. He knows someone who can get us inside.
I'll speak to Lord Gareshri.
Now that I have revealed my true heritage, we need to act quickly, Lord Speaker.
I agree with the princess. The time has come to remove my half-sister from the throne.
Queen Tarn, I have not been a princess in a very long time.
I stand corrected. Queen Chimera. You said you had a way to get us into the palace, Lord Speaker?
I do. Five Claw, let us speak. Like most of Abnor Tharn's plans, it is both brilliant and daring. If it has any chance to succeed, however, we need a way to get a small force into the palace without being seen. Luckily, I may have an answer.
So, what's your idea for getting us into the palace without alerting Euraxia's guards?
The former custodian of the palace, he knew the place like the back of his paw. Remarkably, he survived Euraxia's conquest and the purge of the royal family. Find him, and he should be able to provide us with an unseen path into the palace.
Who is this custodian? Where do I find him?
Aneshi. He served as castellan for Rimin Palace under King Hamakar. You can find Aneshi southeast of here, where he now cares for a shrine to the ancient hero Kunzari. Learn what he knows. Then meet the rest of the strike force in Rimin.
I'll head to the shrine and talk to Yeet. Why is there a wolf? Whatever. Alright. Right. That is going to be it for this evening. Game-wise, but I'm going to do a little bit of an excerpt from one of the things that I'm reading at the moment. Or going to be starting reading. So let's just quit. Face only. Right, okay, let's go back into the chat. Yeet! Fuck. Yeet!
Oh, fuck's sake, stupid chicken lizard thing. I will mount your head on my wall.
So, I have bought a book.
Is it another fucking Bible?
No. So, I bought a book which is... This is... So, it's... fuck. Alright, so, you know Logan Paul, right? And I said that I was a big... quite a fan of him. I haven't bought his autobiography or something like that. I have instead bought his friend's biography. If you can call it that, to be honest. It's called The Fifth Vital. And it's... even from just the first page, I can tell it's going to be a fucking ride. And I don't usually say that about books. But this is right up my street. Molly, you still watching? Oh, right, okay. Three, two, one. Nope, she's not here. Right, okay. So this is like page 1 and 2 of the book, right? You better not be getting blood all over the place again. Nicky smashed his fists against the locked bathroom door. Last time I couldn't get the blood off the fucking wall. Come out, you fucking pengido. I don't know how to say that, or how it's read. It's like some Mexican. Alright. He beat the door so hard I thought he was going to break it down. Inside the bathroom, I huddled over the tiny porcelain sink. Blood poured down my face. I barely registered the sour taste on my tongue. In my hand, I held a rusty razor blade. Outside, Nicky continued to pound on the door. Leave me alone, I shouted. I'll be right out. An hour earlier, I sat with the 3 others, bagging up hundreds of grams of powder, cocaine and heroin. The basement was dimly lit and moist, so dank it sometimes made bagging the drugs nearly impossible. But we still persevered. Sometimes I would sneak off after hours of bagging up powder and snorting line after line after line and find solace in this cramped, dirty bathroom. It was my safe place. A place for me to be alone. My nose was numb from 24 hours straight of sniffing, but I could still feel the scab tickling at my damaged septum. It clogged the passage of air. I couldn't breathe through my nose. My mouth was dry and parched. I wanted to clear the scab out. I needed to clear the scab out. I had to get rid of this nuisance. So just like the night before, I dug out the scab with a razor. Blood dripped out of my nostrils and down my chin as I scraped the inside of my nasal canal with the rusty blade. The pain was dull, throbbing background noise numbed by the drugs, and not nearly as important as my primary mission. Finally, I severed the tissue. It gave away with a tug, releasing a gush of red liquid. I pulled the rubbery tendon from my nose. Satisfied, I gave one last hard blow into a tissue, filling it with blood, mucus, and cartilage. I turned off the light.
Jesus Christ.
You see what I mean? It's going to be a wild ride.
Like the sound of that makes me feel sick. The imagery is horrific.
I don't know. That's as far as I've actually read. And the funny thing is that I read it. I was like, "Whoa, oh god!" I read it to my parents, and they were like, "Fucking hell!" I read it to you, and you were like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, no. If I ever read that in a book, I would put the book down and possibly even burn it. That's something I don't want to read.
You know, that's like what's it called? The JonTron thing is like you just drop it in the bin. Hey, would have done this. Drops it in the bin, lights it, puts it in the bin. Out of this house! Out of this house!
That's what I would have done.
This book, Molly, is the one that I told you that I was going to buy. Mike Malek, The Fifth Vital. And it's basically Logan Paul's friend who used to do a lot of drugs. He did a lot of shit when he was growing up. And this is basically like his whole life summed up in a book so far, pretty much. From this point where he decided to scrape out the inside of his nose, apparently. Alright.
Yeah, shit I want to hear.
Yeah, that's the first page. Like it's like it's not even like it's on page 1 and 2, but I'm only reading half of page 1, half of page 2, and page 1 only has half a page on it as well. So that's like the first page of the book. Good night. Yes. Thank you. Alright, I'll see you then. Bye. I have read about men stabbing and doing little boys, and this book freaks me out more. I mean, I could read it to you tomorrow if you want, Molly. But the way that you guys are just like, and everyone else is like, whoa, hold on a second here. I actually want to read this. Like, this isn't making me feel like, oh shit, son. This must be bad.
It's fucking gross, is what it is.
Everyone else is like, nah, I don't want to know. I'm like, more.
Yeah, no, I don't want to hear that. If you're gonna read it, I'm not gonna be here to listen.
I might have tried.
I don't need to hear.
This was the book that I was planning to read on stream. If you didn't realise. Because it was still...
I'm not reading that stream.
Yes. Good night. I'm not. Good night, Mum. Thank you. Good night. Alright. So, no one wants this. No one wants... Alright. Well... I'm going to be reading this.
I'd rather go back and fucking read Animorphs.
It doesn't sound that sickly to me. Perhaps I don't have a very vivid imagination.
I mean, like, I was gonna say, like, can you not imagine that disgusting heat? When it was, like,
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, so when I went to the London Youth Games, I had well, this was one of them, one of these games that I went to. This was sailing at St George's Reservoir for double-handed stuff, and I had to. I had a nosebleed, right? And it went on for ages. I eventually had to go into A&E because it wouldn't stop. It went on for like 45 minutes.
Oh, I've actually had a few that have gone on for a little longer than that.
Yeah. Apparently if it goes on for more than 30 minutes, you should be going to the hospital.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh.
because you're losing blood, and if you don't stop it, then you get too weak to be able to get to the hospital. And I was kind of young. Anyway, because I was kind of young, I went to the hospital, and then they said, yeah, it'll be fine, pretty much. So I wasted my time. But then I got home, and I was like, I can't breathe out this nostril. I didn't get a razor blade, alright? But I did get a pair of tweezers, and I managed to pull out like at least 15 centimeters worth of clotted blood. Just it looked and must have felt like that scene where Shrek pulls out a bit of wax out of his ear.
So on a similar related note, there was a woman who kept getting nosebleeds, and she went to the doctors, and they extracted a big fuck-off leech out of her nose.
Leech?
Yeah, a leech. Like, it was living inside her nose.
Speaking of disgusting things, Molly, you weren't here, and it was actually after you left that I found this. But I found I had a blackhead in my arm. And I mean a proper, like, one of those that you find on one of those shows with Dr. Sandra Lee. Like, it was not as big as those ones. Did you not think that? No, of course I didn't. I looked at it and I saw a hair in there. I thought it was one of those moments where, you know, that guy that just opened up his face and had like a meter-long hair come out. I thought it was going to be something ridiculous like that, so I want to get it out. Well, you can't pop it. Because it's already gone. And hopefully it never comes back. Anyway, I'm going to be reading this book. And I don't think I have a very good imagination if I can't. If everyone else is getting disgusted by it. And my brother was like...
That was making my stomach turn here.
Hang on, let me read the next half of the book, because I don't even know.
You fucking dare. If you start reading it, I'm muting.
I don't even think it's that bad.
I'm trying to concentrate while killing a giant floating rat with wings.
It's funny because, like, literally the line down it says, Nikki looked at me and said, "I told you to stop with that shit." He said, "It's fucking revolting." But literally the next few lines down.
Yeah, that's pretty much what everyone's feeling. Oh my fucking god, it's a clusterfuck of 3 monsters. Really?
I haven't. That's probably the hook that takes you into the fucking. That's the hooks. That's like the first chapter. That's like the hook that gets you into the book, I suppose.
Gets you into the book. From the sounds of it, it's taking everyone out of it.
Yeah, I suppose. The first it's funny. It's funny because the first chapter is like 1, 2, 3 pages long. The second chapter, I've got to imagine it's longer. It can't be the same. No, yeah, it's definitely longer. But yeah, I'm going to be reading this over the next few days. If I find any not so graphic excerpts or something, the funny thing is, I'll share them. But the funny thing is that basically Mike started out as a drug addict. That was the drug addict phase. And then he went on to... he went from there to walking dogs, to faking being a wedding photographer, to actually becoming a wedding photographer because he faked it until he made it. And then he went on to lead his own wedding photography firm for a while. I believe he sold it or gave it up or something. And then he went on to being a manager at a beanbag store of some kind. And then he got picked up by Logan Paul. Because Logan asked for like a free pair of, like a free beanbag or something, and then they'll give him some sponsors or something. So, and then, yeah, it just began from there, and then, but there was a lot of shit. He spoke about, so there's a moment which I was listening to in one of the podcasts that he did, which was, where he was doing a deal. He stepped out of the car, so, hang on, wait, fuck. He was sitting in a car, and he was talking to the guys that he was doing a deal with. And then they basically turned around and said, "You're beat," and that basically means that we're not paying for it, this is ours now. So he got out of the car, and his two boys were sitting in the back, ready, just waiting if something went down. He got out of the car, walked up to them, and there was a bit of wet cement over a tiny manhole. And then his foot went down the manhole, and as he stepped forwards, his foot didn't come out, and it basically broke one of his femurs. And then there was, what was it? It was like a breech fracture, so it went through the skin. And then the other guys, the guys that took the drugs just decided to go at him, and basically they were pounding him in the face. I think this is how he described it. They were pounding him in the face. His leg was broken, breech fracture, and his whole leg was like about 180 at this point. And then his friends came out the car and basically beat the three down, took the drugs, put them in the car, and then they lifted him up and put him in the car, like the guy who broke his leg, Mike's leg. And then they took him home, dropped off the drugs first, because you can't go, like, and then they took him to they started taking him to A&E, but just before they came off the highway, there was a bunch of police vehicles like just blocked them, and then they basically arrested them at that moment. And the two of them in the car basically got pulled out the car, and then Mike was pulled out the car as well, but his leg was still fucking just not even a leg. So he had to go face down on the ground with a fucking leg that was turned the other way with a breech fracture of one of his femurs. It was nasty. If I could find that though, not the actual, like, I mean, he explains it much better than I did. Paul. Fuck. Paul. Okay. Videos. This one. No. Oh, good. Somebody did a fucking... Somebody did like a thing. Hang on. Mike talks about the stories in his book, breaking his leg. There we go.
this really happened. And I go, no. That fucking happened, bro. There's either proof of it, there's a cop that has a report of it, like
your foot next to your head.
Next to my head, within a half an inch, and blood 4 hours away from. This story's fucked, and that's why I knew I had to write it. That's why I knew I had to tell it.
Yes.
Wow.
At the time, I thought I was a doctor. Sick people would come to me, I would make them not sick. But there's a lot of beef between connects in each city. You don't want other people touching your customer base. You don't want other people touching your plug. You want to have, come on, just give it to me. And I was like, bro, give me the fucking money. You know, this I didn't pay for. It was okay. I don't really. Okay. I leave. I go to the house. I pull up.
Okay, this is about it. 3522. I don't know if I can just do it in the channel, I suppose. Watch stream. No way. If I right click on my name and go to watch stream, it actually sends me straight to the stream. I didn't know.
I don't know the significance of that.
Okay. If I stream, fuck. All right. You know what, Brandon. Ah.
Brandon. Ah.
I don't know if you can actually hear. Can I stream in here, please? Okay, I don't know if I can. So I'm gonna have to rely on the fact that you're gonna like play this. So if you go to 3520, everyone on the stream can hear it, but I can't play it through Discord at the moment. I don't think. Why is Elder Scrolls still on? Alright, there we go. Stream. What you're streaming. Change. Just that. Alright, go live. Alright, I've done it. There we go. You should be able to hear it now.
Brand new Infinity G35 that.
Can you hear it in the chat?
I didn't pay for. It was. No. I partially.
Okay, fine. Watch the stream in the chat. You don't really need like the quality, you just need to be able to hear it.
Paid for it. My grandmother helped me. She was my semi-enabler of the group. She took care of me at all costs. I pull up and I go to sell this kid drugs, and he's like, "Come on, just give it to me." And I was like, "Bro, give me the fucking money. You know how this works. I'm not giving you shit.
Can you hear it?
Give me the fucking money." And he's like, "No. I want to run inside and put it on the scale." I was like, "Yo, give me the fucking money, or I'm leaving. You know how this goes down." And he goes, "You think I have to fucking beat you?" And he pulls out a wad of cash, starts counting. He's got a big gold chain on, a wife beater, classic like street shit, right? Red Solo cup. And I'm like, whatever, fuck it, bro. I have my boys with me. He was by himself. So I put it in his hand. And he goes, "You're fucking beat. Fucking do something about it." And he walks out. I can't tell you the amount of times I went above and beyond when somebody tried to beat me are not in this book. I've jumped on the hood of moving cars and been driven down the street at 6. You don't fucking beat me, bro. There is one story where kids tried to do it, and I jumped on the side of the car, and they sped away and jerked the wheel, and I flew off into the street. I lost skin up down my whole body. I don't want to get beat. When you get beat in the drug game, you're a fucking bitch.
What do you mean get beat?
Like, you don't want to get your product stolen. Yeah.
Okay.
So I was a psycho, bro.
You don't say, man.
So he's like, fuck you, you're fucking beat. Bro, the second he turned around, my door was already open, and I was on the way behind him. So he starts moving quick, and I'm walking up behind him, and I go to literally go throw a punch at the back of his head, and I step into like a little hole in the driveway. But there's like an overhang of cement, so my foot kind of locks in there. Yeah. And his boy that I didn't know was on the side of the house waiting for all this to go down comes and fucking drills me from the side. I mean, absolutely fucking drills me, and I just hear. And so then the shock sets in, because I've been through this scenario 15,000 times with shit that shouldn't be happening. So you go into military mode. So I start to assess it. Now, by the way, now I'm on the ground. First thing I look down, I see my foot is 180, completely hanging off sideways. Skin broken, bone piercing the skin. Compound fracture, horrifying. Now I look up and there's fists coming at my face. Fists, over and over. So I'm just getting fucked up. My legs hanging off. The neighbors are outside. There's heroin on the ground. There's cash all over the place. My boys get out of the car, out of the backseat of the Infinity, run over. And they beat the fuck out of the 2 kids. My boy, I'm not going to even say their names. One of them chokes him out. We get the product back. I G.I. Joe crawl back to my passenger seat and pull myself into the car, and we fucking speed off, okay? So now we're in West Haven. We're speeding down the street. I also had, for some reason, brought a shit ton of product with me to the deal. So I had a whole bunch of shit on me. We had to go stop and drop it back off in my boy's sock drawer, so we stopped there. Now keep in mind, this is, the majority of people are like, yo, ambulance, get to the hospital. Yeah. I have to go drop drugs off first. I can't go to the hospital. I can't risk it. So we drop the shit off. We drop everything in the house, and he's driving. And every time he doesn't drive stick. So every time he puts it in second, my foot. Bad.
You don't know how to operate the clutch.
Bad.
Rookie mistake.
So we get to the I-95, which is infamous part of my story, and everybody on the East Coast, shout out East Coast, I-95 knows what I'm talking about. We get on I-95, we go to the ramp, and we're about to go to Milford Hospital. We're gonna drive from West Haven to Milford. We get to the ramp. I see the light. I'm like, we're home free. Every single fucking ordinance at the same time. Major crimes unit, narcotics team, the dogs, every fucking buddy, uniform cop, undercover detectives, everybody converges on us at the same time as we're about to turn on the ramp. Middle of the road, they're directing cars around us. I'm sitting there like this with my hands in the air, my foot hanging off of my body. My other boys are already face down in the middle of the street handcuffed, with a 20-year-old cop with that fucking gun. Get the fuck out of the fucking car! Screaming. Now I'm sitting there like a child at this point. At slow-mo. You know that like you can ideate that feeling, right? Slow-mo. Officer, I can't look in my leg. I don't give a fuck if you have a leg. Get out of the fucking car! So I have to then, with my arm, pull myself and throw myself onto the concrete where I stayed for 2 hours. As they searched my car for guns. Because the neighbors who called the cops said that there was an armed robbery with handguns. They propped my foot up on my golf bag with my golf clubs in it. That I probably was playing golf with my dad the weekend earlier. In some trying to have a normal life, some semblance of a normal life. And I sat there and they searched the car. Luckily they didn't find anything because they found like a couple empty bags. It wasn't a big deal. But then they brought me to the hospital and that was just another. Side note, they threw fucking 2 plates, 20 screws into my ankle.
Yeah.
I'm bionic on that ankle, and that injury. Even with the splenectomy, the hernia, the fractured skull, all the concussions, all the car accidents, that day in 2008 and that injury has the biggest effect on my life. You'll probably show pictures of this, but after I got clean, I was 300 pounds.
That's funny you say. I have it right pulled up.
There's the ankle right there.
Yep.
Where's the ankle? Oh, there.
This was Drug Mike.
I'm so glad I don't know this person.
The car above it is that G35.
No, why is it like this, Mike? Why is there a tree in the engine, Mike?
Because a couple months after that, I drove it off a cliff.
Jesus Christ.
Alright, that's enough before I get copyright stricken. Anyway, so yeah, that's basically what happened. That's what I just explained. So this book is basically filled with stories like that he happened to actually do. I could probably make a book exactly the same, but not on this. This shit, you can't make this up. But I could probably make up I could probably get quite a few stories from like past things in school. Like the stuff that went on.
The stuff happened in our school was fucking sketchy.
Yeah. I'm very sure that every kid, pretty much every kid, can like put together a book of stuff that happened. I mean, I can't remember it exactly, but I know what happened.
Well, what thing are you specifically referring to? There's so much.
So,
The teacher that was dealing drugs and pinned someone up against a child up against a fucking
I didn't know about that one.
a locker.
I didn't know about that one.
Oh god, yeah, it was that fucking RE teacher was a weird one.
Go on, please do elaborate.
So, what made him so odd was he wasn't really a teacher. He seemed more like some fucking random dude off the street than he did actually a teacher, because he dressed like very sloppily, and he wouldn't really teach. Like, he once put on like the 9/11 documentary for us, but then for the next like 4 weeks he kept repeating the same video, like he'd completely forget that we'd already seen it.
Oh.
Just keep going over and over as he just slept on the desk. He just spent our entire lesson, instead of teaching us whatever the fuck meant to be taught in RE.
Do you remember what his name was? I don't know if I got taught by him.
I can't remember his name.
Thank you. He's muted. I don't know if he knows it. But yeah, the things that I remember was that there was a head teacher of our primary school, and she turned out to be a little bit of a kiddie fiddler. And she got replaced.
That's what happened. That's why she disappeared.
Yeah.
Ah.
I told you this a while ago. You said yeah, it's the exact same answer.
Ironically enough, she got replaced by someone called Miss Cummings, which, I mean, you know, doesn't
Yeah.
doesn't sound very good, does it?
No. I'm waiting for it.
So she was removed because she was fiddling kids.
Yeah, pretty much.
Fuck Christ. Never heard about it.
And then there was what was her name? So another one. You remember when?
Objects that I've shoved up my ass.
Fuck's sake.
Vibrators. Dildos.
No. Anyway, there was. You remember that time that everyone decided to fucking escape? Escape the primary school, like literally climb over the fence.
There was a hole in the fence, actually.
Hello, Regan Sanger.
Well, it depends
Welcome
which
to the stream.
event you're referring to.
Yeah, there was a problem. There was a hole in the fence, so people climbed out and then fucking got into the little wood bit just on the other side, and then jumped down and then started running home. Basically, the only way you could escape those gates at school was you either feigned sickness and they'd open the gates for you, or you climbed over them, or you climbed through them.
Oh, the place was like a fucking prison.
It was exactly like a prison.
I mean, not exactly like, but it was exactly like that wouldn't be a fucking school. But yeah, it was pretty odd. Questionable shit happening at that school.
We are
all the schools, if I'm being honest.
We're chatting about weird stuff that happened at school. So basically, we were saying, I've got this new book.
Yay! There you go.
I've got this new book, and it's Mike Malak's The Fifth Vital, and it basically goes on about all of the stuff that he did when he was a drug addict and what led up to him being with Logan Paul. And it's got some really gory stuff in there, and I mean like proper shit. Like he was digging. The first page was like, can you take a picture of every page and send it? No. I was thinking of doing a reading of it, but I think it might be a bit too graphic. Because one of the things the first thing that it mentions in chapter 1 is like basically him using a rusty razor to cut out a scab in his nose. And so this is a little bit, hang on. He was basically snorting so much coke that he got a scab in his nose. And he wanted to get rid of it. So he said, I couldn't breathe through my nose, my mouth was dry and parched. I wanted to clear the scab out. I needed to get rid of this nuisance. So just like the night before, I dug at the scab with a razor. Blood dripped out my nostrils and down my chin as I scraped the inside of my nasal canal with a rusty blade. The pain was a dull, throbbing background noise, numbed by the drugs and not nearly as important as my primary mission. Finally, I severed the tissue. It gave away with a tug, releasing with a gush of red liquid. I pulled the rubbery tendon from my nose. Satisfied, I gave one last hard blow into a tissue, filling it with blood, mucus, and cartilage. It's pretty gruesome. I was thinking of doing a reading for it, but I don't know if it's going to be too graphic for people. I think I might push away people rather than get people to the channel. I'm not reading it any faster. Anyway, what we were talking about was like pretty much everyone can make a book. It can't be this interesting because when you've been through so much in life, you become you just get so many good stories, right? So it's, I mean, I could make a story about all of the stuff that happened when I was in school, like all of the random shit that happened. Read a paragraph. Dude, I'm dyslexic. I'm not even kidding. I'll read to the bottom of the page. I turned off the light in the dank, dingy bathroom, leaving a streak of fresh blood down the light switch. When I came back into the room, Nicky was sitting at the bar in front of the digital scale and a mound of unbagged cocaine. He looked at me with revulsion. I told you to stop with that shit. He said it's fucking disgusting. I ignored him and sat at the seat at the bar. I loaded a 9mm handgun that lay next to me on the glass. A loaded 9mm handgun lay next to me on the glass aquarium that doubled as a makeshift countertop. 2 cameras equipped with cheap night vision lenses gave us full view of what was transpiring outside from monitors set up in the basement. Nicky broke off a piece of scaly rock from the ball-sized chunk sitting on the counter and crushed it under a Bic lighter. So yeah. No. But yeah, basically we were saying that school can give you loads of stories, and I could probably make a book something like this thick. I'd have to paraphrase quite a bit of it and describe it as he is, because half of that is filler. Like, you could just say, I decided to dig out a scab with a razor blade. No, he went and said with a rusty razor blade he dug out a scab. Then he blew his nose and cartilage and all bullshit came out. Yes, of course I want to. Alright, you know what? The other people in this channel don't want to hear the chapter. So, you know what? I'll read the first chapter, considering it is literally 2.5 pages. So I'll read to you the first chapter. And now I'm actually finishing the stream anyway, so. Right. You better be not getting blood all over the place again. Nicky smashed his fists against the locked bathroom door. Last time I couldn't get the blood off the fucking wall. Come out, you fucking Pengito. He beat the door so hard, I thought he was going to break it down. Inside the bathroom, I held over the tiny porcelain sink. Blood poured down my face. I barely registered the sour taste on my tongue. In my hands, I've held a rusty razor blade. Outside, Nicky continued to pound on the door. Leave me alone, I shouted. I'll be right out. An hour earlier, I had sat with 3 others, bagging up hundreds of grams of powder, cocaine, and heroin. The basement was dimly lit and moist, so dank it sometimes made bagging the drugs nearly impossible. But we still persevered. Sometimes I would sneak off after hours of bagging up powder and snorting line after line after line and find solace in this cramped, dirty bathroom. It was my safe place, a place for me to be alone. My nose was numb from 24 hours of straight sniffing. I could still feel the scab tickling at the back of my damaged septum. It clogged the passage of air. I couldn't breathe through my nose. My mouth was dry and parched. I wanted to clear the scab out. I needed to. I had to get rid of this nuisance. So just like the night before, I dug at the scab with a razor. Blood dripped out of my nostrils and down my chin as I scraped the inside of my nasal canal with the rusty blade. The pain was a dull, throbbing background noise, numbed by the drugs and not nearly as important as my primary mission. Finally, I severed the tissue. It gave way and with a tug, releasing a gush of red liquid. I pulled the rubbery tendon from my nose. Satisfied, I gave one last hard blow into a tissue, filling it with blood, mucus and cartilage. I turned off the light in the dank, dingy bathroom, leaving a streak of fresh blood down the white switch. It actually does say white switch. I'm not being dyslexic. Alright. When I came into the room, Nicky was sitting at the bar in front of the digital scale and a mound of unbagged cocaine. He looked at me with revulsion. I told you to stop with that shit, he said. It's fucking disgusting. I ignored him and took a seat at the bar. A loaded 9mm handgun lay next to me on the glass aquarium that doubled as a makeshift countertop. 2 cameras equipped with cheap night vision lenses gave us a full view of what was transpiring outside from monitors set up in the basement. Nicky broke off a piece of scaly rock from the baseball-sized chunk sitting on the counter and crushed it under a Bic lighter. We'd just scored a pound of this fishtail cocaine, so named because its holographic surface resembled the textured skin of a fish. With my debit card, I scraped the yellowish-white powder over to my side and lined up a massive rail. I rolled up a bill, scooted my stool closer, and sniffed the massive line into the same side of my nose I had just finished gouging out with a razor. The fine powder tore through the raw flesh of my nostril like shards of glass. Ignoring the pain, I inhaled deeply, tasting the pungent mixture of cocaine and blood dripping down the back of my throat. My entire face went numb. I closed my eyes, experiencing the familiar, filthy rush of energy that rushed through my brain and body. My phone rang, jolting me back to reality. My customer was outside. I grabbed a $50 bag of coke that sat waiting next to the scale, quickly sniffed another line, swallowed one more big drip down my throat, and then walked out the door into the crisp winter air. It was time to work. The year was 2005. I had graduated high school just 2 years earlier. Many of my classmates from my predominantly white Connecticut town had gone off to college. Instead, I skipped academics and had gone straight into a different kind of existence. I'd had a good childhood. I'd had such a promising life. Now, a decade later, I braved the most dangerous streets in the country to sell drugs so I could support my own insatiable addiction. To support this addiction, I sold narcotics to others like me to keep from getting sick, to keep away the pain. I often wondered, how did I get here? But then I pushed away this distraction, this distracting self-reflection, and continued down the path I'd chosen for myself. Except I hadn't really chosen it. In many ways, it had chosen me. Yeah. That's about as far as we go. That's the whole first chapter. There's going to be an audiobook released on this by Mick. Mick? No, it's Mike, isn't it? There's going to be an audiobook released by Mike where he's actually reading it himself. So if you wanted to, you could listen to that. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I want to read that on my stream. Not all of it, all the way through anyway. I don't even know if it's going to be copyrighted. Not that I'm going to monetize this. But anyway. I just finished reading the first chapter. Brandon!
I am here.
Alright, good. Alright, let's finish this bit for today. Guys, thanks for watching. I'm tired, so I'll be going to bed. If you want to know what I'm streaming in the future, what is it like? Subscribe on YouTube, follow on Twitch, And then if you're on Mixer or D Live, I don't know which one, what you do to follow, but yeah, I stream basically every day. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you maybe tomorrow, but definitely on Sunday.